within the problems. So can we pass that resolution to say we will not speak ill about the fatherland? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Now, if you love something, you will overlook its shortcomings and focus on its strengths. If you can see Nigeria from a positive side, it would look different, and your attitude and your disposition to it will certainly be different. I don't know if Sheni is still here, the CEO of Andela. He's gone. I will propose a resolution here. He challenged me when he said that they want to solve problems. I have a problem that you need to help me solve. I have an estimated 6 million for now. People, 6 to 7 million, who consume electricity. About half of them want meters. The discos, who are their service providers, don't have the data of where all their customers are. Can you develop an app, a database that helps me, that I can share with the discos to show them where their customers are, so that everybody is registered, we know where you live, because we want to bring meters, but we want to know where you exist, where you are consuming electricity from. Some people are hiding. Now, the late MKO says that you cannot shave a person's head in his absence. So, I'm not sure whether it is fair to vote on that resolution in Sheni's absence. So maybe we'll stand it down, but that is a challenge that is open to the younger generation, who are the app generation. We need to have that data so that we can serve ourselves better. The next one, of course, is productivity. We have to produce. Mr. Oshika has told us we are not producing enough. So the people who were chasing 1 naira 20 years ago have now quadrupled. If we don't produce enough, we won't map the future properly. And with respect to the pastors and the imams who are here, and my brother, Pastor Isiaka Igodalo, we are spending too much time praying. Too much. We have 24 hours. Oh. I know it's not a very comfortable subject. And I am not anti-prayer. But only God can judge my faith, not man. And we must have this conversation. And we are spending a lot of time too partying. You may not like it, there's an economy beside it, but we need to find the balance. We have to produce. And we have to spend more time with hard work. So we must manage our time for more productivity. Is that a resolution you are comfortable to pass? Those in favor say aye. Those against? The ayes have it. Not too young to run. Let me point out that we were told how other people were taking the opportunities that we were trying to create from across West Africa. This is a matter about which my principal, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, is very passionate. And that is why he signed Executive Order number 5. And it is something I will implore you to access on the internet and read. Essentially, it is to keep for Nigerians what we produce in Nigeria, in terms of opportunities, in terms of food, in terms of all of that. And we are consciously trying to ensure that everything that Nigerians can do, we will give them the first crack at it. But it is one thing for the opportunity to exist. It is another thing for us to be interested in embracing and leveraging it. So I want us to focus on executive number 5, order number 5 by the president, and say that as we produce more, Nigerians must take more of the benefit. This is something that I think it was the gentleman who sat here, that it was a conscious effort like this about 20 years ago when Nigeria said radio, TV, local content that has somehow released the talent we are seeing. So if we say also radio, TV, infrastructure, construction, if it's not good first time, they will do it again until we get the quality we want. Let us resolve that we will use more made in Nigeria hands to build things made in Nigeria. Those in favor say aye. So it doesn't start and end with government alone. All of us use those people. And our partners who are helping with our bridges, don't worry, we won't drive you away. Because truly, no nation has everything it needs. So we pass that. Not too young to run. We've said all of the right things. All I want to say is that for those who are seeking elective position, let me just remind all of us that there are only about 11,800 elective posts in Nigeria, from local government to president. Is that enough? The work of a soldier is not elective. But in case you are missing it, the British royal family makes sure that every male child serves in their army. How many of you will allow your children to serve in the Nigerian army? Mrs. Ashafa, you put your head down. That is service to the fatherland. How many of us will allow our children to serve as doctors and nurses in the health center in the local council? That is where we need them the most. The primary health care center is where we can make the most impactful, strike the most impactful blow in reducing infant and maternal mortality. Primary schools are the place where foundational education is constructed. A for apple, B for boy, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where it is laid. Those who miss it, who after they have made money, now go back, you will see that they will call it is was and call was is. The foundation was bad. That is where we can make the most impact in building the Nigeria that we want, in mapping the future. Primary level. Do you want your children to work there? Those in favor say aye. Oh. There are only 11,000 posts. What kind of policemen do we want? If the children you have invested so much of your money in and given the best education become that police force, will they behave the way that SARS was behaving? Think about it. But if it is nobody's children that is going to go there, good luck to us. When firemen come to save people, and we see it in movies, it didn't happen by accident. It was a conscious effort by a nation to put some of their very best in the place of their most need. When nations go to war and defeat us, it's because they put their best men and women in their armies. Think about it.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. That was a very wonderful speech. The event would come to an end shortly, but before that, we would like to call on the BRF scholars. They have a presentation to make. While we are waiting for the BRF scholars, please, before you leave, there are some photographs to my right. They're for sale, and they go for 50,000 naira each. And proceeds from those photographs go to the Fashala Photography Foundation. And yes, we have the BRF scholars here now. A round of applause for the BRF scholars, please. Thank you.
Well, this is where we call it a day from the City Hall, the Gabfest.
Can we settle down, please? The BRF scholars have a presentation to make to His Excellency. Thank you very much.
And we'll take you now over to our studios.
We want to wish His Excellency happy birthday. Meanwhile, we'd like to invite His Excellency to the stage.